Timothée Chalamet, French-American star of Hollywood. Doesn't speak perfect French because he spends more time speaking English in day-to-day life, but has excellent French pronunciation, and it's 3 pronunciation points that we're focusing on in today's video so that you can, bit by bit, get your pronunciation closer to that of a native. And stick around until the end for une question hyper importante. Du coup, si vous êtes prêts, allez, c'est parti. Salut French learner, if you're new here, I'm Alex, an English guy helping other English speakers speak French with confidence. If you are at somewhat of an intermediate plateau and you feel stuck in your conversational French, then consider checking out my confident French speaker community at the end of the video. Let's listen to this first clip of Timothée doing exactly what I see as an excellent job at pronouncing our old enemy, the French R.
Parce que quand un personnage est aimé, il y a une sorte d'armée devant le personnage, devant l'histoire, de gens qui ne veulent pas voir
un autre gars.
Ouais, c'est ça. Et je comprends parce que je suis comme ça avec les...
There are 4 occurrences of the R that stood out to me there. Sorte, armée, histoire, voir. I do a pretty good job at those myself, if I do say so myself, but Timothée does them better, to my knowledge. For the many of you out there for whom this sound is difficult, first of all, please don't think that it's either perfection or nothing. It doesn't work like that. Focus on using the perfect R as a guiding light, and just try to get closer to it with each attempt. When I think about it, the tongue is very important to this when I focus on what's actually going on as I pronounce this sound. Sorte, armée, histoire, voir. Let's take histoire and voir because those are my favorites from Timothée's sample. Histoire, voir. Now hopefully you can hear the R at the ends of those words there. Histoire, voir. Try your best to follow these 2 instructions. The middle of my tongue moves up and back for the first part of the sound. Art, histoire, voir. So the tongue moves up and back, at least the middle and the back of my tongue moves up and back. Then the tongue, while still raised, moves forward to complete the sound. So all the way through, the vocal cords are activated. Histoire, histoire, histoire. Right, up, back, and then forward again. I think Timothée's example of voir is perfect for learners because it's at the end of the sequence of speech, so he can hang there on the sound and accentuate it, which also gives him time to think of what to say next. But importantly, making it easier for us to hear. But what he says there is so French. I love it. Let's listen to the clip a couple times again and really try to imagine the tongue movement that I described earlier. Up, back, forward with the vocal cords activated.
De gens qui ne veulent pas voir,
voir, voir. It's the same sound and movement for the others, it's just I preferred to focus on histoire and voir. Here's the full clip again before moving on to our next sound.
Parce que quand un personnage est aimé, il y a une sorte d'armée devant le personnage, devant l'histoire, de gens qui ne veulent pas voir
un autre gars.
Ouais, c'est ça. Et je comprends parce que je suis comme ça avec les...
A lot of us stress over the R, don't we? But we don't think much about the simple word le. I'm guilty of this too. It's just so simple, right? We can all do it, no problem. But Timothée shows us a real French le that I'm personally going to work into my French from now on. Let's look at the clip.
J'ai vite rendu compte que c'était pas le Willy Wonka qu'on connaisse qui est un peu taré, un peu...
Qui faisait presque peur. Hein.
Le. Have you ever questioned your le? I know I hadn't. Le magasin, le livre, le fruit. All very decent if I do say so myself, but would it trick a native into thinking I'm one of them? Honestly, I'm not so sure now that he's brought this to my attention. So my le is going to become le, 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 le. Can you hear the difference? Le, 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 my current one, le. Compare Timothée to my old R. Le, 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 le. The difference between the two is lip placement, as far as I can tell. Le with open lips, le, with lips pushed further forward and more closed. Le. Let's have a look at the clip again.
J'ai vite rendu compte que c'était pas le Willy Wonka qu'on connaisse, qui est un peu taré, un peu.
Qui faisait presque peur. Hein.
I love that one. I never thought I'd talk about le on this channel because it just seems so simple, but we can always make it more French. Next, Timothée shows us just how relaxed he is by throwing out two je ne sais pas in the most French way he could, short of doing the Let's watch.
Comme le truc en Mostra, c'était un film de cannibale, alors assez bizarre aussi on pourrait dire, mais je sais pas, dans 10 ans, je sais pas, on verra.
Did you notice the two occurrences? He doesn't say je ne sais pas as it is written. He drops the ne and the je and the sais blend to become che. Je sais, che. Je sais pas.
Je sais pas.
I talk about the coming together of these sounds in more detail in another video, which I'll put up on screen when it's out, but essentially that's it. Je ne sais pas is je sais pas. My alternative phonetic spelling would be this. I've seen che with a Y to help English speakers, mais franchement, I find that unnecessarily misleading. It's simply not che. The ending is shorter, so the E with the accent aigu is closer if not exact, at least to my ear. In English, you can say café, but in French it's café. Café, café. It's shorter. Bref, let's hear Timothée again.
Comme le truc en Mostra, c'était un film de cannibale, alors assez bizarre aussi on pourrait dire, mais je sais pas, dans 10 ans, je sais pas, on verra.
Voila. Now, before I give you the very important question of the day, let's recap what we've learned. Timothée has helped us practice the air français, or the French R.
Avoir.
He's helped us improve our le to le.
Pas le Willy Wonka.
And he's shown us how to say je ne sais pas in relaxed, informal French.
Je sais pas.
To watch more videos, either on Timothée Chalamet's French or on pronunciation, check out the videos that pop up on screen in just a moment. And if you want to guarantee getting out of the intermediate plateau and sustained success in your French conversation, check out my community in the video description. Now, the most important question of the day. Please answer it down in the comments. Over to you, Monsieur le présentateur. Ciao, French learner.
Pain au chocolat ou chocolatine? Parce que vous savez qu'il y a un gros débat en France entre le nord et le sud de la France sur la dénomination. Est-ce qu'on dit pain au chocolat ou chocolatine? Vous dites quoi, vous?
J'ai jamais entendu chocolatine.